We're trying to make this short and sweet. All right, so this last year and this year we started to use the curl formers to get our nice little tight curls that then we are going to tease, and they're easier to sleep on than any other type of roller that we've seen, and they hold curl better than like wanding. Okay guys, so the most important thing of the style is to get your base correct to begin with. Your ponytail needs to be a high ponytail, and this coming Sunday we are going to do a dress rehearsal. I don't know if anybody's got the email yet. We are going to do full makeup, and he wants you to come in a high ponytail. This is so we know that everybody's high ponytail is a true high ponytail. High ponytail means that it is going to go to the true top of your head. Easiest way to find this is to go from the middle of your ear straight up. So the easiest thing is, if you're doing your own hair, is to comb it all literally to the top of your head and just kind of keep rotating your hands. This is a finished hairstyle, guys, okay? See how that bow sits straight up? Even this is more of a floppy bow. It's not very stiff. So imagine the bows that we got for this year, how stiff they are, how amazing that's gonna sit. Okay, see out from the side? And then once we have the tease in, I'm sure you guys remembered last year, some of the girls' teases, they went kind of backwards, and it's like all they did was flop the whole time. So if it's up, forward, then it's going to sit nice and big over the bow, and it's going to be really on the top of their head. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, so the biggest part of this, honestly, is the base of the base of your style. Okay, may I take out your bow? Okay. That's the only thing you have in there? Okay. I'll show you guys a really quick way of putting in a bow. I'm gonna have you face this way for me, okay, so everybody can see. All right, so I know sometimes, you know, we're kind of wandering around like this trying to figure out how to get it in the front of the hair. The easiest way to do so is to set it exactly where you want it. Pull the hair through. See how the bow is not moving? Okay, and then we're gonna hold the ponytail. We're moving the ponytail, not the bow. Okay, how many people chase the bow around the head instead, right? And then we're trying to like go like this, move it around. And move the tails in the front of the head, and then I would take bobby pins and pin down her tails. Okay, super easy. Okay, awesome.
So we can put bobby pins.
Yes, ma'am.
Right here.
I couldn't find my bobby pins when I was here Thursday, so I had to improvise and use paper clips. It's whatever. We do what we got to do. So yeah, for my last class, they had paper clips. All right, so many questions are, do we put the bow in before the curl formers? Yeah, because I don't know if anybody last year forgot to put the bow in, but it is really hard to get the bow in after the curl formers, because if anybody's child has any bit of hair, they're going to have a zillion of these in there. There's no way you're going to be able to get this bow over it. So yes, they are going to sleep in their bow. And it's really not going to be that big of a deal or uncomfortable, because again, if you have your ponytail on the top of your head, when she is sleeping, is she sleeping on those curl formers? Anything touching the pillow? No. Now if it was back here, you know, she'd be laying on them. But if she just rolls them like here, she'll be fine. The bow's not going to get damaged either. They sell these cool little head wraps at Sally's for a couple bucks. I do recommend getting them. Most of the people from last year, I think, had got them. I think almost everybody had them. Like I said, they're at Sally's for just a few dollars. And I recommend tucking in your bow tails. That'll keep them from getting wrinkled. So you guys are gonna look amazing while you're getting prepared. So that's gonna hold these sides from getting mussed too whenever they're sleeping, because we want these to be no flyaways, okay? If there's a little bit in the morning, it's okay, because you're gonna get up and you're gonna respray it, okay? All right guys, so now with the curl formers. You're gonna ask Sally's again, you're gonna love Sally's right now, because it is gonna have everything you need. It's gonna have everything you need for cheap. Okay, there's a product called Lotta Body, L-O-T-T-A-B-O-D-Y. Okay, it's a setting lotion. And T-T-A-B-O-D-Y. The girls at the salon will know exactly what it is. We used it in hair school. All right.
Does it not come with the package?
No, we didn't do anything like that. We just did makeup this year to keep costs down. All right, guys, so the Lotta Body is there's different sizes of it. So if you have multiple children, you might get a larger size. If you just have the one, they have small bottles of it. It's about $4. You're gonna mix it. I would start mixing it in a half-to-half ratio and then see if you need to add more water or less water depending on your child's hair type. Okay, half-to-half is a pretty good ratio. And it's purple, so when you mix it with water, it's just gonna be a little bit lighter. Guys, this is a setting lotion. I own a salon, and this is a non-professional product, but even the professional products that I've used, I haven't found one that works as well in these. And it's easy to comb out the next day. So I'm literally sending you to Sally's to get this, or I would try to find something else for you. Plus, like I said, it's really cheap. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is on dry hair. So all of this is on dry hair because think of your hair as a sponge. Okay, so a sponge, if it's wet, is it gonna absorb as much than a dry sponge? Okay, so we want it to absorb as much as possible. So we are going to spray down just a little piece of hair. If your child has a lot of hair, the pieces are gonna be a little bit bigger than if your child has like a little tiny ponytail, because we want it to have as many curls as possible. So if your child has a buttload of hair, she has a lot of hair, yeah, it's gonna take you a minute.
So then what's the head wrap called again?
The what?
That little head wrap. What's it called again?
Girl, I don't know.
Oh.
You just okay. So it's in more the ethnic section. It's more in like the ethnic section. Yeah. Okay. So if you just go in there and tell me you need a head wrap, they'll know, and you just walk over to the side. Yeah.
Kind of looks mesh.
Yeah, it's like a little mesh head wrap. Yeah, and well, it's right next to the bonnets too. Tell me you need a silk bonnet too. You're gonna need a silk bonnet too, guys. All of this, guys, all of this is kind of for more of the ethnic hair. Okay, so it'll all be in the same, but I'm telling you, it works and it's what you need. So it's what you need. All right, guys, so these curl formers are really super cool. Only one comes in your kit. They sell these also at Sally's. You guys are also gonna see how big of a deal you got, because these are, I think, $23 for a lot. What did we get, like 50 or something in the kit? They are like $50 for 20 of them at Sally's. So yeah, we got a big deal. But you can also buy an extra one of these. I have to have 3 because I can't stand waiting. So
for the new kit.
Yep. Yeah. If the new parents kit, they get this, and then if you needed more, then you could have ordered more. So usually I have Savannah or my husband load these up for me. So what you do is once you have, these are called curl formers. Yep, these are these things, and you will get these if you in the new parent kit if you ordered it online. If not, you only get one of these, and then these are, but they sell them at Sally's too if you want extra. Some people do it with just one. Like my whole thing is I hate waiting around for anything. I don't have time. All right, guys, so what you do is at the base of the hair, you pick it up and you just do like one little slight twist, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna give you some elevation and make the hair kind of bounce up. You're gonna latch it in, and then you're holding this hair kind of tight as you grip right here, and then you release. You pull it through, and the hair is now sucked in, and it's gonna dry, because if you guys look through these, it's got like little tiny holes in it, so it's just gonna dry overnight, okay, because that's why it's easy to sleep on it. If you wake up in the morning and your child has like ridiculously thick hair, or let's say we got in really late to Atlanta, and your call time is 7 o'clock in the morning, so by the time you got there, you got her rolled up, you know, you're like, okay, we have 8 hours of sleep and that's it. And she has ridiculously thick hair. In the morning, or even before you go to bed, you can hit her with a blow dryer for a few minutes. Make sure that after you hit her on heat, that you hit her on cool, because that will help lock in the curl as well. Okay. All right, guys, what I generally do is I pull my ponytail up and I do the outside perimeter first. That way I have pretty much like a circle. Okay, and I have some going in her face, and then I work my way up that way. This is a big round, just mess of curls. Okay, that gives me the most volume, which is what we want. If they're all kind of sit back here and flat, that's not really what we want. We want these to be big. We want big hair. Okay, big hair. Okay. And they pretty much, who's on Mackenzie Dree's team? Okay, yeah. So you guys know that her hair was clear down here last year. I think that only like an inch of hers hung out the bottom. So I mean, you have to
down a little bit lower on some of.
Yeah. So if you have to, you can go down a little bit lower. I mean, Savannah's, I have no problem. Hers goes down to her butt. I have no problem getting hers in. Easy, right?
Getting them in the whole.
Yeah, like some people will be like, oh, well, my hair doesn't, if you have a high enough ponytail, I mean, it goes, this is a 20-some inch mannequin, so her hair is, I think it's 20. It's Vanessa. I mean, it's like, I think it's a 22-inch mannequin, which is really, really long, and all of her hair fits in it just fine, with room to spare.
I want to talk about alternating colors.
Oh, thank you. Yep. All right, guys, and the reason that there are orange and pink is one goes right, one curls right, and one curls left. So you don't want to be like, oh, well, I'm gonna do all pink on this side, not orange on this side, or my daughter doesn't have very much hair, so I'm just gonna use all pink or all orange because that's what I like. Because their hair is not gonna curl, it's not gonna have as pretty a curls. You want them to go to alternate, that way, like I said, for optimal volume as well. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna twist, pull. I'm holding this tight until I grip here, and we're done. Easy peasy, right?
On average, how many do you put in it?
I usually use, okay, so I have I usually use almost all of them, maybe like -4 on her, because I will fill her little hair up. Because we're gonna tease the top, guys. So let me show you this really quickly. But yeah, after we do the makeup and stuff, you guys are more than welcome to come up here and mess with this and try. All right. You see how crisp and boingy these little curls are? So whenever you're taking them out, hold the base and then just kind of loop your finger right here under the first one and just pull. And this mannequin's hair is pretty short. I think it's probably shorter than Nicole's actually. So maybe more like, what's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny. It might be just kind of in between you guys, honestly. So just to show that you can get the curl into shorter hair as well, because that mannequin's really short. All right, guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a teasing brush, or if you prefer a comb, you can do that as well. We usually do the boar bristle brush because it's easier on their hair. It doesn't promote as much breakage. You're gonna flip the curls forward and start in the back. If you guys cannot see, get to where you can, all right? Okay. So to keep the integrity of the curl, what I generally do is I hold the end of the curl and I just tease the base and let it fall. That way we still have that curl left, okay? And I just work my way across and I'll work my way up. So I'm holding this curl and then I'm teasing and then placing. This is what's gonna probably take you longest than anything.
Cool, thanks. See ya. Tremendous is a vaccine for 10 through 25-year-olds for immunization to help prevent both and meningococcal disease. Tremendous should not be given due to severe allergic reaction after a previous dose. The most common side effects were injection site pain, fatigue, and weak muscle pain and chills. Group B vaccine should not be interchanged with any serious. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant.
So we want it to be like a really big base.
The FDA approved product label.
But we still want you to be able to see that it was curls, okay? Not like a big nest. Now, as like Savannah's, I have to tease a lot, and a lot of the times it's so long down here that I will actually take bobby pins and I will bobby pin it up to make it look shorter, okay? And you'll probably have to do the same thing. She might have to as well. But turn around, Savannah. No, just face this way. Just sit down. Okay, so like when her hair is bigger, I will actually take the bobby pins and I will take them kind of in the middle of her head and fluff it like here, okay? Because it's already curly, so this is curls and this is curls, and then it'll all kind of blend together. Does that make sense? And maybe I'll do it in like 3 big bobby pins, and I'll take the bobby pins that are like this big or bigger and stick them in there. And it will hold, I mean, she's bouncing around and flipping and it's fine because it has a good tease. All right, guys. Now, as we're starting to get to the front is when we're going to do a lot of our shaping because we want to make sure that you can see that over the pony, over the bow. Can you guys all see okay? Like the
Powder.
yeah, like we have powder grip, and then they actually have a teasing spray, which of course now I'm blanking on what the heck it's called. It's number 3, huh? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you want to, you can use whatever helps you. No, honey, it's the one that sprays out. No, that's blow dry spray, honey. Now it's gonna be on my tongue and bother me the whole day. So we'll make this look a little smoother in the front. And I remember last year during Cheer 101, everybody was like, oh, I can't do that. And I saw some beautiful hair last year. Beautiful hair. So do not count yourself out before you even try it. It is a little difficult to do on yourself. I'm not gonna lie. So if you have to do the front, like do everything and then have a partner, you know, you do someone's and someone does you, or let your mama do it. You know, we actually do get sad whenever y'all grow up. All right, this is the hairspray, guys. We were able to get a really good deal. We got it for $6.50. So it's really strong. It doesn't flake, and you're not gonna get like a giant buildup on it. So spray the heck out of her.
Is that included in our kit?
Jennifer loves me. Yeah. So yeah, we get the hookup quite a bit here.